Welcome to the weekly roundup on SA Footballer TV. I'm Tommy Javor with
Sean the Diff Jacobson.
Thanks for tuning in, and thanks to all our great sponsors, including the Portland Hotel. We're live here on a Monday night, so I guess it's not live for them on Thursday, but
But they can hear the pool table in the background.
the game's just finished. It's a big week in Div 1. There's a lot of the Safflers in the news all over the place, but one of the big stories as well is Ross Trevor and coach Sean Jackson have parted ways.
Shock it was.
It was a shock for a team sitting in fourth. We're good friends with Jack, who's been a great supporter of all things amateur league and all the media things that we've been involved with. So out of respect, shall we just say Tommy Wigley's taken over, and there's a difference of opinion on a few issues, I think, and we wish Sean all the best in his future endeavours. He'll be back better than ever soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
What if?
Alright, yep. Moving right along. And as often happens, a new coach brings about a positive result. Yeah. So Tommy Wigley back in charge, the former premiership coach, saw Ross Trevor to a good win over Goody Saints. 15-11-101, Goody Saints 8-9-57. 44-point win there to the Saints. Fantasia continued his rich vein of form in recent times with 4. Kamain kicked 3. Handsome Tom Hurley bobbed up with 3. He's probably his best effort for the year. And that allowed him to, they don't do mugs anymore. Whatever you get for being best on ground, who knows. Tommy Hurley got it on the weekend, followed by Holm and Holland.
And for Goody Saints, we had Eric Kells with 5 and a few singles, and their best players were Kells, Ellis and Evans. Jeez, he's a gunner. He Kells or what? He's been doing that for years.
He has, he's not that old though, but he's in his early 30s. So it's a big win for Ross Trevor, and perhaps tells us that perhaps the aura of invincibility around Good Saints, perhaps.
They're still sitting 5th, aren't they? They could probably win it from 5th. They've done it before.
They were 5th before that round, and I think they might still be 5th, but we'll see how they go.
Yep.
Next one, this one was business as usual really. We anticipated this result, so it was Tea Tree Gully going to Port Reserve, getting the win. Workmanlike 14-15-99, Port District 11-8-74. For the Gullies, Melville, the leading goalkeeper, kicked 3. Min, Sandry and Stent all kicked 2. Joshy Hand and Alex McKay were the best players, so the in and under on ballers getting the job done, along with Waters. For Port District?
And for Districts, we had Batty with 4 and Williams with 2, and their best players were Coulthard, Gaffney and McIntyre.
Yeah, so Port Districts for mine, they're heading to Div 2, and if they can prove me wrong, that's fine, but
I'd be disappointed that year. A few of the boys I know out there told me at the start of the year they were quietly confident in their chances of finishing top 3.
Well, they're a long way off.
They're way off of that prediction.
Now, with Goodwood losing, the door was ajar for Salisbury North to make their entrance, and they went to Prince Alfred, and they did start well. They were leading at quarter time, scores are level at half time more or less. But in the second half, Prince Alfred have just gone bang, haven't they?
Smoked them, only 1 goal to Salisbury North, and they've
kicked 9. Yeah, so it was Prince Alfred 16-11-107, Salisbury North 8-8-56. It's a big win there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and a bad loss. Well, it's not a bad loss for Salisbury North considering they're top, but they would have liked to have won that one and pretty put pressure on the 5.
Yeah, look, I guess Prince Alfred are that good, and that's what we've been saying all year. Goal kickers, and they share them around pretty well as well. Paps, Thompson and Siebels all kicked 3. Greats kicked 2. Better players, Prince Alfred, Perryman, Hayden Jolly and Brinsley.
And for Salisbury North, we had Camplin with 4 and Wagner with 2. And their best players were Johansson, Solly and Pappy.
Yeah, interesting. They did get Benny Nason for a week from the Bays, and he's back at the Bays now. So
he's back for good from Salisbury North, I thought.
Yeah, no, well, he's back at the Bays now, mate. So now our next one, a bit of mail on this one. Funny enough.
Oh, yes, you would.
Only Mercedes Jets took on Payneham Norwood Union, of course, following on from the horror incident at Kingswood over the week before. At least it was a more uneventful day, but it was only Mercedes 11-9-75, Payneham Norwood Union 15-12-102. A solid workmanlike 22-point win there.
Getting the job done, boys.
To the Falcons, where again they increased their lead at every change more or less, and were able to just get the job done.
After half time, pretty much.
Yep. 2 goals difference at half time. 4 goals at 3 good times. 4 goals 3 at the end there. For
your boys.
You can do, I'll prefix, or you can do only, but Luke Wapahata was their best player. He was fantastic. Not just sitting up 14 more the man with a tin lid on his head, He's playing in the midfield. He really is the barometer for Unley Mercedes Jets, and since coming back from the base this year has been fantastic. Do you want to do the better players and goal kickers?
I don't know there. We got Harder with 4, Stewart with 3, and their best players are Harder, Westhill, and Chettle.
Yes. Yep. For the Falcons, a good spread of goal kickers. On a bit of a glum, dirty day, these are the ones you've got to win. Giannini, Strato or Steve Agorostis, Liam Davis, Tyler Brimacombe all kicked 2, and 7 players kicked 1. So, like I said,
I know a few of those boys too.
really, who do you know?
Hicksy, ex-Rosewater boy.
He is an ex-Rosewater boy, so he's actually got a game. Without being rude, a bit of a fringe A grader at this stage. He's in a Div 1 club.
You won't mind me saying this, he's a bit dumb too.
I had a conversation with him, and you're not lying.
No, I'm not. 3 years spent with him.
Yeah, but he's done really well to come from a Div 5 club to even get a game in Div 1A.
Yeah, no, he's pretty handy.
Very
little pocket rocket.
Yeah, and he certainly has a cracking nice lad, fitting into the culture as well. Better players for Paynham. Johnny Giannini, the vice captain, was best. Chase Bower has been having a great year. The chainsaw, Jack O'Leary. Dangerous Dave Aston as well.
It is Dave Aston, isn't it?
Yeah, coming from the D grade last year.
I was going to say.
And Tyler Brimacombe. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have mentioned them all, but who cares?
That's all right.
Not most of the show.
He's still going, Dave. Oh, jeez.
He is. He has a year off, and then he comes back and a year off. And last week, I made a big call. It was a huge call. I said Henley will break the duck this week.
I mean, if people would have picked this except for probably yourself.
And they did. To their credit, they came from down at half time, but this time at 3/4 time they didn't surrender the lead. It was Henley 7-10-52, Adelaide Uni 6-4-40. That result makes me happy at so many levels. So a really good win. They're 21 points up at 3/4 time, but they've been up at 3/4 time a few times and blown it up. So
good win by them. They would have partied hard on the Henley boys on the Saturday night.
Yes, the club would have been pumping. For Henley, it was Longman and Radley both with 2s. Better players. Geez, they've given a few best players. Enright, Gordison, Broadbent, Clark, Schwartz, Davern, Searcy. So just to all those guys, well done for pitching in, hanging at the club, doing the right thing. Got a win, I'm sure, with one will come to at some point.
Yep. And for Unis, we had their goal kickers, Charlie with 3 and a few singles, and their best players were Charlie, Grieger and Schultze.
Yes, so really good result there for Henley, and they'll be buoyed by that moving into the remainder of the year.
Yep.
The goal kicking sign sealed and delivered for mine. Melville has 52 from Teacher Gully, 22 ahead of Heath Kemain from Ross Trevor on 30. A host of players on 20. No one's going to catch Trent Melville.
He's got it done and dusted easily.
Oh, he's got Sandry, McKay and Hand delivering to him, and there's some pretty good kicks to the footy. The ladder always makes interesting reading in Div 1, and Prince Alfred and Paynham, they're a game clear, and some percentage of Tea Tree Gully, who sit 3rd on 8 wins. Ross Trevor, they're not having a bad season, but gee whiz, 6.5 wins, but a percentage of 47.63, so when they do lose, they can get brained. And then it's a fight, really.
Between 3-4 teams?
Yeah.
Adelaide Uni to
Adelaide Uni,
Unley.
Goodwood Saints, Salisbury
I think
North.
probably a bit too far back.
From what I can gather, and my intelligence is pretty good in this division, Unley, Mercedes, Port District and Henley are the bottom 3. And Port Districts could potentially make their way out. Or half a game of Unley. They could
That's
probably
the only thing they've got to play for now, really.
Yeah.
And Henley are probably going to say go down. Unless they manage to sneak another win very, very soon.
Yeah, what has happened, their percentage isn't hideous. They're 3% behind Port District and Unley. If they cop a couple of hidings, there's still hope in the Henley closet, I guess you call it, that they can maintain in Div 1, but I think they'll find themselves in Div 2 next year.
Yeah, so that'll be the first time in years Henley have been out of Div 1.
Yeah, it would be 10 years. 2004, we're getting either that or he wants 4 beers, but we're told 2004 when they were very strong. I think they might have won all 4 grades that year. Yes, they did. How do I remember all this stuff?
Oh, I've got no idea.
I wish I could make roommates. Yeah. Let's get on to this week's games, Diff. It's always interesting to have a look at the games in Div 1. We'll start down the bottom of the page. Adelaide Uni and Unley Mercedes.
Yeah, this is massive both sides. Unley win this, they'll go one step further away from districts, and Uni need to win this to have a chance of making the 5. I reckon Unis will just get it though.
They're back at home. It is Uni holidays. Whether that makes a difference, I don't know. Look, based on form this year, Uni have again they've impressed me, and I watched Uni beat Paynham, among other things I saw that day. So yeah, Uni.
Yep.
Ross Trevor and Port District. Ross Trevor in 4th, Port District in 9th.
Ross Trevor.
Yeah.
And easy too to Campbelltown, yeah. I reckon they're comfortable winners, 10 plus goals.
Yeah, exactly right. The grand final rematch, game of the round for my life. It's 2nd versus 5th. It's at Payneham Oval. It'll be
What's
very,
it
very
gonna get done?
I can't see why not. I always like to play it down a little bit, but they've been consistent with 9 and 2. Even the losses haven't been bad losses. I mean, Uni were too good for us that day, and Tea Tree Gully knocked us off by a goal or two. Goody.
Massive crowd as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, Payneham always get a big crowd. We've got a really great supporter base down there, and what a beautiful place to watch football. You ever been to Payneham?
Yeah, it was that final.
Oh, that's right. It's like, you go, let's go. Yeah, I think Payneham would be too strong. I could list off all the names of Payneham, but I get in trouble
I'll
if I
back you
do.
boys in, and not by much, but it'll be a tight contest, but you'll get it done.
Last year, Lou Whitelock did a fantastic job on Nick Jolly in the grand final, and Jolly was carrying an injury, admittedly. This year, Whitelock could go to Jolly, but that still leaves Dave Aston floating down there, and a host of other guys as well. Strata Agaros just needs specific attention. They've just got a really good blend. They remind me, it's the only way, it reminds me of the Crows in the fact that there's 4 or 5 forwards now who all bob up, and you see that in the fact there's no leading goal kicker. For Payneham, they've got to shut down Kells, and I'm not sure Goodwood can kick a big enough score.
No, well, they only had Kells kick the score last week.
5 of the...
They're going to need more than that.
5 of 8. Salisbury North and Henley. It's at Salisbury North. Henley, coming off their win, are going to get smashed.
Yeah, well, I reckon they will too. Salisbury North have got too much riding on it to...
Yes.
If they lose this, their finals is done for the year, you'd expect.
Yeah, and a week's a long time in footy, but
yeah.
Geez, so's a couple of years. Only a couple of years ago I was down there covering it for Grassroots. The Mickey O'Loughlin came back and played a game, and Henley brained them by 10 goals. They were just fantastic that day, and everything was going, but yeah, I think Salisbury North they'll win comfortably.
Yep, I agree as well.
Game of the round, it's 1 versus 3. For some people this certainly could possibly be a grand final teaser. It's Tea Tree Gully and Prince Alfred. Both teams are loaded full of talent.
Yeah, they are. I reckon, for me, I reckon Tea Tree Gully, just because it's at home, and I reckon the big forward will be the difference, and I reckon bag a few here.
You know, the thing that Prince Alfred have got is they've got matchups. I know last year towards the end they were pretty excited about the way they matched up on the other teams in Div 2, and they've got tall defenders, they've got midfielders, they've got gun forwards, they've got big recruits, and they're well coached by the Mouse. Look, I think this is incredibly hard to tip.
You are stuttering a bit.
I'll take PAC.
Yeah. All right,
Just give us PAC or Tea Tree Gully. You know stuff. PAC.
There he goes.
Fills me with confidence. Thanks for watching the weekly roundup. We'll be back next week.
See ya.